This is the question we always get. We always get the question of why China? So today in this video, we're going to address the question of why we moved here, why we chose this country, and what led us up to being here with our family. So stick with us and we'll walk through the reasons we're ending up here and what brought us to this beautiful country and what's keeping us here. Well, greetings to you from China after the New Year's. It's been a great holiday season, and we wanted to say thank you to those of you that have subscribed and stuck with us through the season and through this year. It's going to be a great year, and it's been a great season so far. Thanks for the 1,000 subscribers. Can't believe we're there already. My goodness. Today, I wanted to tackle a question that I get all the time, not only from YouTube commenters, but from just people around and from people we see when we're traveling in the States. And the question is, why China? Why do we choose China? Why do we live here? Why have we picked our family up and come here? And so that's a great question. So I wanted to tackle that in a couple different parts, but I think we should start with kind of when I was born. So it kind of all fits in. So let's go with this. So I was born in another country. I was born in South America in the country of Chile. My parents were living down there and wanted to live overseas as well. And from that came a whole lifetime of loving culture, of loving people that were different from my own culture that was different from my own, trying new things. It was always something that was interesting to me and that gave me lots of interest, lots of peace and comfort and happiness. And so that spawned in me the idea of living overseas when I was older, when I grew up and had my own family. And so that kind of went on. And then in college and after, I started falling in love with Mr. Wonderful, Chris. And as he was kind of exploring his own love of culture and international living, he stumbled upon China. So he came here for a couple of trips while he was in college to do language learning. And soon after we were married, and he said, hey, I'd love to go and try a semester teaching. And so that was what started it for us. So he talked me into a semester of teaching because I really thought I would go back to South America and live down there and be part of the culture down there. So we were living in a city called Chengdu, China, which is in Sichuan province. And it was 2008, and we went there in January. We went there at the end of January to begin our teaching for 6 months. And we were a little bit outside the city, and we're checking along, getting to know the students, having fun teaching, having fun being together with all of our other teachers and all the students. And on May 12th, 2008, I'll never forget, there was a massive earthquake in a city about 40 kilometers from us, and it was a 7.9. Ourselves in the middle of a city that had been shaken and affected by an earthquake, and we wanted to help out some way. So we were connected with some people that were able to medically plug themselves in, and so we wanted to go and be part of this and help out whichever way we could. And so through that, we got to know not only a lot of foreigners that were part of this wonderful group of foreigners, but also several local men and women that wanted to give back to their community. And we saw this beautiful picture of what a community should be, giving back to each other in time of need, in time of hurt, in time of pain. And so we, alongside these wonderful Chinese people, served and were able to help out. And so at this point, we figured out that we had a chance to go into the affected area called Beichuan, and my husband was able to go in on the first 48 or 72 hours and was there able to respond and look for any survivors. was back in Chengdu kind of working with any other relief that we could do to send toward the cities of the affected areas. But through this, we saw, of course, the people coming together and helping each other in a really special way. So after a couple months of doing disaster relief, we knew that our time had kind of come to an end there, for that season there in Chengdu. And so we headed back to the States to do some schooling, some education. And we're there for 6 years. And in that time, we paid off college debt. You know how that is. And we kind of worked through just some stuff to get ready to come here. And so at that point, we picked up our 2 kids. The oldest was almost 4, and then our youngest was right at 2. And we've been here about 5.5, almost 6 years now, and we love it. We're so thankful for the opportunity to be here and to get to know the culture and the people and to make new friends. You know, there are days that are really tough. You know, there are days that are really hard, and we hate being away from family and hard moments like that. Mexican food, you know. Again. But this is a wonderful opportunity for us to learn a new language, a new culture, for our children to see the world from a different point of view. We really see it as just a great gift. So we're thankful to be here. So that's why we chose China. That's why we're here. Thanks for your questions about that. Also, thanks for subscribing. If you have, I can't believe we hit 1,000 so quickly. That's just mind-blowing to me and really humbling. If you haven't and you would like to turn, and you're looking at your phone, turn it where it's up and down, and there's a red button below. It says subscribe. There is no cost to you. All you need is an email address, and they will email you and let you know when I have posted. So that's that's how you sign up. So it's free. That's a nice thing, and it's really supportive to us. It makes us feel really good.